So what drew you initially to this character?
I think honestly because I'd never seen such a huge challenge. You know, I think it's really easy to make a nice character likable and a nice character aspirational, but I think it's really hard to take a character that on paper is so evil and turn them into something that not only, you know, a little girl might look up to, but a mother would feel okay about a little girl looking up to. Yeah. So I was really interested in the challenge of that.
Most people think of you as like sweet and kind, and even though on Liv and Maddie you play two different characters, do you have any part of you that like loved playing the bad part?
Oh yeah, of course. I think most actors really love the opportunity to play an evil character. You know, when I was, as a girl, when you grow up, you go to like even like the dentist's office, and the dentist is like, "What's your favorite princess?" And you get the Aurora toothbrush or the Snow White toothbrush, and there's so much like pressure to be a princess growing up, and I just think that there are so many more layers to girls and to humans in general, and it's fun to be able to portray those as an actress, to be able to like play the characters that are a bit more complex.
The fact that it is a musical and I get to sing and dance in it, the fact that it's directed by Kenny Ortega, and I love that it is the fairy tale brought to modern day. And after I read the script, why I fell in love with the role was the story that Evie has to tell.
Playing a villain, it's like the coolest thing that I can think of playing. I mean, you got villains versus good. What do you want to play? Usually you want to play the good guy because they prevail in the end, but the villains are the main characters, so you never know.
What drew me to him was definitely being able to play someone that's so unlike yourself. You know, he's very like crazy, outgoing, like loud person, and not very loud.
Favorite part about Ben is he's such a good guy. He's such a nice guy. Everything he does, he understands and he knows, and everything he does, he has such deliberate attention to detail. Everything he does is for the good of someone else. He's the closest to altruism we can get in a character.
Now you're the tech guy in the movie. Yeah. What is a hack on tech stuff that you can tell us about? Or are you techie in real life?
I'm not actually techie. I'm bad with all of it. Social media, the whole 9 yards. I'm just terrible.
You are a dancer though. So what are some dance tips that you have?
Feel the music and move to it,
That's so easy to say. What does that mean?
That's true. It is kind of easier said than done. But you just have to be confident. That's the main thing, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't dance," and then they kind of do it sort of, half with the effort. Yeah. You just gotta go for it. And if people make fun of you, then I'm sorry. But you did you, You move the way you move. So that's the most important thing.
You do martial arts, and in the film you do a lot of stunts and martial arts. Did you do all of your stunts, or did you work with some stunt doubles too?
I had a stunt double, a great guy. I did most of my own stunts. There was only one stunt that I didn't do.
Which one was your favorite one to do?
All the flipping, like flipping off buildings, and I did this cool side flip into like a slide down the side of like a building. So that was really fun. Actually, at the time, I had like shifted a few ribs, like dancing. I don't know how I did it. Like so stupid. And
after all these stunts and then dancing.
Like, okay, now you're dancing, and I was like, ah. I had to go to like the physical therapist, and oh, it's so stupid.
So your style in the movie is very interesting and unique and really cool. Is there any way that you could suggest to take that fashion out of the movie and into real life?
Yeah, totally. One thing that I think is really cool when I saw the whole thing broken down in the very beginning, when I was starting to watch all of like the presentational, because I was the first person cast, and so whenever they would go to like these big meetings when they were talking about like the style of the movie and they were pitching it, I would be with Kenny and I'd get to see all of this stuff. And so they always talk about the color scheme of the two different sides and how that's illustrated with the good side, and they're wearing like these like pastel colors, and then the bad side was wearing this color scheme that they nicknamed Dirty Candy. Yeah, and so it was very like, sort of like the traditional colors, but just like sort of dark and dirty. And so, yeah, wear a lot of like venom green, a lot of like violet, purple, burnt reds and oranges, royal blues. Yeah, all of this stuff up in here. And then, sort of like leather accents, but still keeping it in the preppy zone. And yeah, that's sort of how you can make a little more streetwear, I guess.
I love that Evie mixes like very rock and roll elements with a lot of feminine, classy pieces. And I love that for myself in real life, like mixing something lace with leather pants and cool stiletto. Oh, yeah, there you go. And with cool accessories. I think it's really cool as a girl to edge things up a bit.
Yeah.
Hey Justine, I'm Sophia Carson. Don't forget to watch Disney Descendants on Disney Channel.